Aloha! I've actually got another review in the works at the moment, but who gives the monkeys about that? It's 2 weeks! Two weeks till TFNation. What? Sorry, I literally, all the time I've been at work like this, the whole year just seems to just zoom, and suddenly it's August, and suddenly, yeah, it's 2 weeks away from TFNation. I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But I don't really need to get anything ready. I'm not going to be doing cosplay this year. I just haven't had the time or the ideas for anything new, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Thinking about AA last year, I'm going to be very happy to just be able to get dressed once in the morning and leave those clothes on all day and not feel like I'm getting changed into something else every 5 minutes, and just sit and chill and just have a good time. And that's everything that TFNation is going to be about. Just sit with bots and booze and buddies and just, yeah, live it up for 3 days, confined to one very expensive hotel with not very good food. Yeah, so let's talk about my hopes and fears, shall we? I'm going to do it because I have to do some sort of weird quirky thing, don't I? I'm going to do it through the track list of one of my favourite albums, Hopes and Fears. So yes, in 2 weeks it'll be time to return to Somewhere Only We Know, and yes, bask in the glory of everything that is a big old Transformers convention, whether it's Auto Assembly or TFNation. How different those two things are going to be remains to be seen, doesn't it? But we all know what the fare is, don't we, if you've been before. It's going to be a mind-meltingly good weekend of just good stuff. Good stuff from every conceivable angle. Just make sure that all of that hype doesn't make you bend and break, because, you know, some weaker men have had their minds broken by such an amazing onslaught of goodness as TFNation will bring. No, that's not true, is it? Pretty easy going at the end of the day. Okay, so I hope to meet a good few people that I have yet to actually see in the flesh. I know there are a couple of people going that, you know, I would consider to be my internet mates that I've never actually seen before. You know, it's like, at this point, you might as well be strangers. Until I actually get there to the Hilton, see people like Shooty, Mr. Dave Shotton, shake his hand, say hello, sir. You know, what really is this kind of internet communication here? It all fades away as soon as you can see Brad and go and give him a hug and say, hello, look, he's real. I hope I'll be able to just instantly strike up that rapport that you get after, you know, seeing people for the course of like 6 days in 2 years. Because, you know, everybody's changing all the time, you know, I might not recognise some people at first, that sort of thing, but no, I think all that sort of edge, that's the best bit. When you just suddenly see someone, it's like, oh, there he is, hello! It's great. If this is going to be your first convention, that kind of thing might happen, then you just got to let it happen, man. You just got to say, oh, look, I know him from the YouTubes. I've seen him on the internet. I'll go and say hello and hope he knows who I am. That's just the best bit. Coming close to that, for like being the best thing, is obviously the dealer room opening on the Saturday. And I hope that, you know, I'll be able to get in there relatively early, but actually I'm not that bothered, because last year I got in there and I stood around for like half an hour just wandering the stalls thinking, I don't know what I want to buy. I've not actually got anything in mind that I'm here looking for. I don't know, you know, it's literally just in the candy store kind of situation where you're just there like, there's so much, I honestly don't know where to begin. At that point on the Saturday morning where your eyes open and you're ready to take on that dealer room and shed out loads of money to people, you've just kind of got to be receptive to that gut feeling. If, like me, you're not really going in there looking for anything particular, you just got to see what catches your eye and just go, yeah, okay, I'll have one of those. Because let's face it, when do you ever get the chance to do that anymore? Everyone buys everything online and you just don't have that in-hand thing where it's like, oh, actually, I like the look of that, the packaging and everything, the way it's done up is doing something for me. That's what the dealer room brings, isn't it? That's that little special edge. All the stuff that you would never have seen in a shop anyway, all the stuff that you haven't seen in a shop for like 10 years, it's all that good in-hand thing, getting to look at it with your own eyes and turn it over in your hands, not just look at a picture and think, oh yes, I'll buy that one when it comes out because I quite like the look of that. Nah, it's all about that just in-person, boom, there's the paint hitting your retinas, turning the cogs in your mind that make you think, that's a bottle I want. The next track is She Has No Time. I've got nothing for that. I hope, in the dealer room, I don't hit that can't stop now point too early on, because there is always that point, there is always that little time where it's like, suddenly you're there, just spending money away at quite a frequent rate, probably buying quite a lot in the space of like half an hour, and you've really got to allow that to kind of stretch out, because, you know, yes, it's only really 2 days, but they can feel quite long at times. There's always that point where it's like, oh, you want to go around a dealer room again? Yeah, all right. And you go around, it's like, if there's nothing left that you want, or even worse, if you've got no money left to spend, if you do see something you do want, then that just kind of makes it a little bit like, oh, there's just nothing left. But there is always that point where suddenly you go on a bit of a binge and it's like, oh god, look, what the hell, how have I bought all this much already? I hope we actually get some sunshine, even though we'll be basically stuck in the same building for about 3 days. I hope this is the last time I have to worry about food. Because I've got to say, you know, when you're there, it's hard to get a decent meal there at the Hilton. Or if it isn't, I've yet to find the way to do that, you know. I still don't quite know what most people do for food. Just ordering in those expensive pizzas, it isn't really good enough. And, you know, breakfast is alright, that's decent, you know, fill up there. But it is virtually impossible to get 3 square meals in. Well, that is really the only thing that I can say was a bad thing about previous auto assemblies. Just the fact there just needs to be like a cafe or something, just something there that is better than just kind of schooled in as slop that gets served on at the cafeteria. Just something mildly decent. I may be a human being constructed of an assortment of dry twigs, but I still eat quite a lot. So, yeah, I've got to say, I would like us to be able to sort out something better for a meal, at least on the Saturday night or something nice like that. You know, go somewhere and we all sit and eat and chat. That would be something good, because I don't want to be dropping energy levels like that. I hope I might be able to get some sort of cohesive video down, because, you know, on a day like today, where I just suddenly feel like, yeah, I want to turn the camera on, boom, there we are, we're getting it done. That's good, isn't it? But that kind of thing can't always hit you when you want it to, and definitely I can kind of see that, yeah, there'll probably be a point where I'll be sat there thinking I should really be getting some kind of video thing down, and I just won't be feeling like it. I don't just want to get some sort of random assortment of footage to put together into some kind of untitled one thing. I'd like to get something mildly narrative, something mildly entertaining, you know. It's not just 5-second clips of various things about the bar and one thing in a dealer room or something like that, you know. I have actually had footage from previous AAs. I'm just looked at it and thought, what use is this in a YouTube format? It's nice to keep and look at again later, but it's like, I've had like a total of 30 seconds of it. What am I going to do with that? So yes, hopefully I actually get the camera out and do something a bit more interesting, or at least just get lots of people saying hello on camera, something like that. Just something to wedge into the inevitable post-convention here's my waffle and haul video. I hope I feel like I'll get enough sleep, because getting up, you know, at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, getting in there, and then it's quite a long day, and then you're in there again on the Sunday after being up till like 2 or something in the bar, you know. It's not exactly a restful weekend, let's put it that way. It can get a little bit tiring at points, you know. It's like the first AA I went to, and that felt like the longest weekend of my life. It was like, Christ, I've been awake for so long. So I just don't want to go around the place feeling bed-shaped. I want to be energetic and enthusiastic and totally aware and alert, and have my wits about me for random people who might say hello, or incredible things I might see in the corner of a dealer room stall I have to jump on. So there's some thoughts about TFNation. What's it going to be like? No matter what name it's got on the leaflet, above the door, any of this, no matter what actually goes on and they put on in terms of the itinerary, what this convention will be is what you bring to it. And what you bring to it will be yourself, and some laughs, and hopefully some money to buy some nice things, and just basically filling a seat at the bar to natter about with everyone and catch up. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. That is the best bit. Just get a moment where you just sat there with everyone thinking, wow, we're all here, we're all together, all having a good time, sharing in what we really like, and it doesn't get better than that. It doesn't. This weekend will be the highlight of my year, not just because I've been working a boring job for 8 months now, just because nothing like that ever happens any other time. It's a place to be among your people, and just feel that real sense of, yes, everyone here is friends, and we all have a good time. And get a bit drunk, and spend lots of money on plastic, and sit there fiddling about with it and go, look what I got! So I'll see you at TFNation if you're heading that way 2 weeks' time. Oh god, I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. Hasta luego!